Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a Valentine's Day look. I know personally for me, not going to be having any mega plans on Valentine's Day. Single Pringle. So I thought I would take this opportunity to create a look that I would do, which is basically a really feel-good look, super glam, all of my favourite products type thing, sticking obviously with the pink theme that obviously comes with Valentine's Day. I kind of did a cool glitter liner look, so I really hope you guys enjoy. Obviously, depending on what you're doing, you might need to switch out some of the products or whatever, but I really love the way that this came out. I love it's a new technique for me as well, so something really fun, just a fun glam look that I thought was appropriate for Valentine's Day because it's pink, sparkly, and it makes me feel good. So yeah, if you like the look of this makeup look, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm definitely going to be doing a few more Valentine's Day looks. I definitely want to do a drugstore one and maybe something involving a red lip because you guys know that's my fave. But yeah, I really hope you guys love this video and please keep watching. We're going to start with our eyes first, and to prime my eyes today I'm going to use the NW20 Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC and just applying this all over my lid and a tiny bit underneath as well. And then I am going to go ahead and set that in place with any sort of powder that you might have, just because it makes it so much easier when blending eyeshadows. And because this is a concealer and it's really creamy and quite wet, you don't want anything to like transfer either. Now for eyeshadow, I'm going to take the Tarte's Pro Amazonian Clay eyeshadow palette, which is such a gorgeous palette, and I'm taking the shade Innocent, which is a really nice soft warm brown, really close to MAC's soft brown as well. And I'm just buffing that into the crease, and then taking this shade here, which is a slightly warmer brown, on a MAC 217, and just blending that into the crease as well, just to further deepen it up and add a bit of warmth to the look. And then going back in with the 224 as I always do, and just blending it all out to make sure there is no harsh lines. Then I'm taking this gorgeous pink colour to tie in with the Valentine's Day pink theme on a slightly smaller definer fluffy brush, and taking this quite away across the lid, just because I want this colour to be quite visible in the transition, like throughout all the eyeshadows. And then to further deepen, I'm sticking with the kind of pinky purpley lovey-dovey theme and taking this purple shade and just placing that on the outermost part of my eye, and then again buffing it all in place. I'm then going to take my NW20 Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC, and I'm going to use this to kind of carve out my crease and create that half cut crease look. And I'm just using a really small concealer brush to do this, making sure I always look down so it doesn't transfer. And then I'm going to set it all in place with this cream shadow from the same palette, just because I just wanted to keep the lid really plain and matte. You could obviously add a sparkle if you want to, but then I'm going back in with that fluffy brush that we used to apply the pink shade, and picking up a tiny bit more of that pink shade and kind of using side to side buffing motions to blend the kind of half cut crease into the rest of the shadows. Then I'm going to clean up everything underneath just using a wipe, because we are going to be doing a wing, and you guys know I love doing this because it makes it so much easier. And before we do that, I'm just going to highlight my inner corner using the matte white eyeshadow from the same palette. Now for winged liner, I'm going to take the Maybelline Precise Liner just to do my normal cat eye, and then I'm going to take the NYX Glam Liner in Glam Pink, and I'm basically going to trace over the top of the winged liner that we just did, and then kind of combine two techniques together, so doing that one, and then drawing in my crease, so kind of creating a glitter cut crease look, but making sure to connect them together, and then just making them a tiny bit thicker where they connect for that kind of emphasis on the look, and then just going back in with my black liner and a wipe, just doing all the necessary little steps I kind of want to take just to make sure it's all perfectly in place. Then just going to apply mascara and lashes. These are the Velour lashes in You Complete Me, which I do have a discount code on, which I always leave down below. And this is what the finished kind of top half of the eyes and brows look like. Now on to the skin, I'm just going to take my strobe cream from MAC. This is literally my favorite thing to apply to my skin before foundation, and this one has a slightly peachier undertone. And then I've been really loving the Smashbox, I think this is the Photo Filter Primer, and I just like to apply that more to the center of my face, just where I find makeup doesn't last as long, and use it downwards motions when I buff it in with a brush. And then for, I love doing this technique. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer that I was using earlier, and I just like to apply that first, just because I really like the appearance of a brighter under eye at the moment. I feel like it always looks brighter when I apply it directly straight to my skin. So I'm just applying this underneath and just buffing it in with a beauty blender. I do like to take a small concealer brush to tidy up the winged liner beforehand. And then for foundation, I am taking the Cover FX Total Cream foundation, I think this is called, and it matches the colour of my neck and my tan, so it's all okay, everyone chill out. And I'm just buffing that into basically all the areas that I didn't apply the concealer, and then just going over with my beauty blender to make sure it's all blended together. Then you want to go ahead and set everything with your powder, and once I've done that, I'm just going to go back to the eyes and take that pink shade just on a small angled brush, and then on both sides, and then just taking that innocent eyeshadow that we used initially in the crease to buff and blend that out to kind of create that really smoky look. But I've been really loving having a slightly darker eyeshadow at the waterline. I think it really makes my eyes pop. Then I'm just going to go ahead and apply bottom lash mascara, and then I decided to add a white into the waterline, and this one is a sleek white noise eyeliner, and then these are the finished eyes. Back to the face, I'm taking a MAC Dark Golden Bronzer. This is literally my favourite bronzer because I don't feel it's too orange, and it's a really nice olivey colour. And for blusher, I'm also taking my favourite blusher from Makeup Geek. This is in the colour Romance, and just applying that to the apples of my cheeks. And for highlighter, I'm taking Jeffree Star King Tut, I think this is, on a MAC 224, and just blending that on to the tops of my cheekbones, and then obviously on the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow. And I sometimes just like to dust the excess amount of product on my brush just like above my brows and stuff. Now onto the lips, I'm taking this Natasha Denona lip liner in the colour L6, I think it is, and just using this to like slightly overline my lips and create a slightly fuller lip, and obviously blend it in as well. This is one of my favourite nude combinations at the moment. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Stripped, and I really love this one with the lip pencil as well. So I'm just applying this all over the lips. It's a slightly peachier colour than Pure Hollywood if you haven't tried it already. And for lip gloss, I'm taking this one from Peaches Makeup. This is in the colour Honey, and these taste and smell amazing. They literally smell like peaches, so I'm literally obsessed. But this is the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and definitely tag me on Instagram if you recreate this look, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!
How far can we get if we sail?